Ross Chastain, the current leader of the NASCAR Cup Series point standings, is determined to improve his driving skills and put an end to the mistakes that have plagued him in recent weeks. As he acknowledges his errors, Chastain remains committed to winning races without resorting to reckless behavior. In a recent interview, he shed light on his ongoing efforts to rectify his performance and his tough conversations with his team owner Justin Marks and fellow drivers. But first, subscribe and hit that like. Chastain humbly admits to his mistakes and emphasizes his dedication to enhancing his driving abilities. Recognizing that he needs to minimize his contact with the other cars, he simplifies his goal, stating, "I just need to hit fewer things." However, the 30-year-old Trackhouse racing driver acknowledges the challenges that lie ahead. Chastain has not won a race in over a year, despite leading the point standings. His consistent clashes with other drivers have drawn criticism, particularly from his team owner Rick Hendrick, who expressed his discontent after Chastain was involved in yet another incident. The most recent incident occurred during a race at Darlington Raceway when Chastain attempted to maneuver his car alongside Kyle Larson's, but he misjudged the move and collided with him, resulting in both cars being wrecked just 6 laps from the finish. Reflecting on the incident, Chastain openly admits that he deserves the criticism and negative reactions he has received. He takes full responsibility for his actions and emphasized his commitment to learning from his mistakes. In a candid discussion after the race, Chastain expressed his understanding of the backlash he has faced. However, he remains determined to perform at his best and accepts the consequences of any errors he might make. This level of maturity and self-awareness is indicative of Chastain's dedication to personal growth and improvement. It is evident that he is not only a talented driver, but also someone who values self-reflection and accountability. In the aftermath of the incident, Chastain participated in the car's late model stock tour race at North Wilkesboro Speedway, coinciding with the NASCAR All-Star Race weekend. This opportunity to get back on the track was cathartic for him. Despite a 19th place finish, it allowed him to regain a sense of normalcy after the disappointment of the previous race. Furthermore, Chastain spent the following day engaged in conversations with key individuals, including Hendrick, Larson, Chevrolet executives, and his team owner Justin Marks. Marks, who had expressed his frustration with Chastain's recurring mistakes, clarified in a SiriusXM NASCAR radio interview that he remains a believer in Chastain's talent, but acknowledges the need for improvement. This sentiment was echoed by Chastain, who affirmed that tough conversations were indeed necessary. He embraces the challenges presented and emphasized his commitment to rectifying his errors. Despite the public scrutiny and the external pressures, Chastain appreciates that these conversations are essential for his growth as a driver. Chastain understands the gravity of the situation and accepts the public scrutiny he has received. He demonstrates maturity and resilience by acknowledging that his boss, Marks, has the right to voice his concerns publicly. Chastain recognizes the importance of accountability and welcomes any criticisms that will aid in his personal and professional development. While the weight of his recent mistakes might be daunting, Chastain remains optimistic about the future. He is grateful for the opportunity to drive for Trackhouse Racing and acknowledges that improvements need to be made. In spite of the current challenges, Chastain remains positive and hopeful. He appreciates the recognition he has received from influential figures in the NASCAR community, even if it is currently for the wrong reasons. Chastain is eager to shift the narrative and prove himself through his on-track performance. He understands that driving at a slightly lower intensity might be necessary to avoid further incidents, but also recognizes the importance of finding the right balance. The recent incident at Darlington Raceway, where Chastain misjudged a move and collided with Kyle Larson, highlights the challenges Chastain faces in maintaining a clean racing record. Chastain's clashes with other drivers have drawn criticism, particularly from his team owner Rick Hendrick, who expressed discontent after Chastain was involved in yet another incident. Chastain openly admits his mistakes and emphasizes his commitment to learning from these experiences. Participating in the car's late model stock tour race at North Wilkesboro Speedway, Chastain found solace and an opportunity for growth. Despite a 19th place finish, it allowed him to regain a sense of normalcy and engage in discussions with key individuals, including Hendrick, Larson, Chevrolet executives, and team owner Justin Marks. These conversations emphasize the need for improvement, and Chastain embraces the challenges presented, demonstrating his commitment to rectifying his errors. Chastain's ability to accept public scrutiny and understand the importance of accountability is commendable. He acknowledges that his boss, Marks, has the right to voice concerns publicly and welcomes any criticisms that contribute to his personal and professional development. Despite the weight of recent mistakes, Chastain remains optimistic and grateful for the opportunity to drive for Trackhouse Racing. He recognizes the need for improvements and aims to shift the narrative through his on-track performance, including finding a balance between intensity and avoiding incidents. As Chastain looks towards the future, he remains determined to excel and showcase his abilities. He appreciates the recognition he has received from influential figures in the NASCAR community and is eager to prove himself through his performance on the track. Chastain understands that driving with a slightly lower intensity may be necessary to avoid further incidents, but also recognizes the importance of finding the right balance. In preparation for the highly anticipated All-Star race, Chastain focuses on adapting to changing track conditions and managing tire wear. Success in this race requires precision and skillful decision-making, as teams are allowed to change to fresh tires only once during the final 100 laps. This strategic element adds complexity to the race, demanding meticulous analysis from drivers and crew chiefs alike. Recent comments from Justin Marks, Chastain's team owner, generate intrigue and speculation about the team's approach. While initially refraining from public involvement in his drivers' feuds, Marks acknowledges the need for tough conversations. He believes in Chastain's talent but understands the importance of improvement. These discussions aim to strike a delicate balance that maximizes Chastain's skills and equipment while minimizing avoidable risks. Caution is the order of the day when we confront novel situations. It's imperative that we resist the temptation to leap to rash conclusions or to frame circumstances as destructive make-or-break moments. What's truly valuable is engaging in thoughtful dialogue, empowering our team to craft measured, well-thought-out strategies for each race. This perspective encourages steady evolution and enhancement, rather than pushing us towards polarizing extremes. We're on the cusp of an exhilarating milestone in the realm of racing, the forthcoming All-Star race at North Wilkesboro Speedway. This event is not only a significant moment for the racing fraternity, but also an affirmation of the enduring dynamism of the sport, foreshadowing an exciting trajectory into the future. As this anticipated race inches closer, the focus sharpens on Ross Chastain, a man driven by an unyielding desire to elevate his racing prowess. He's relentlessly reflecting on his past performance, pinpointing areas of improvement, and straining every sinew in his quest for the ultimate prize. The North Wilkesboro Speedway promises to be crucial for his capabilities, and legions of NASCAR fans are waiting with bated breath for a performance that promises to be nothing short of extraordinary. The stage is set for the captivating narrative of NASCAR to continue unfolding. Let's delve into some intriguing nuggets about Ross Chastain's journey within the NASCAR universe. Born and raised in Florida, Chastain's relationship with racing can be traced back to his childhood go-karting days. His foray into the professional realm occurred in 2017, when he made his debut in the NASCAR circuit. His journey has seen him compete in the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. Over his career span, Chastain has clinched 4 victories, all of which occurred in the Xfinity Series. He has earned a reputation for his audacious driving style, which, while occasionally courting controversy, has undoubtedly contributed to his success. One aspect that endears Chastain to his fanbase is his upbeat outlook and amicable nature. As we turn our attention to the upcoming All-Star race, here are some intriguing specifics. This race represents the return of the North Wilkesboro Speedway to the NASCAR calendar after an absence of almost 2 decades. It's a non-points event, thus it will not impact the championship standings of the drivers. Spanning a total of 100 laps, the race will adhere to a unique set of rules that includes a compulsory pit stop for all competitors and a last man standing format. This event promises to captivate viewers far and wide, posing a significant challenge to the participating drivers and their respective teams. It's anticipated to be a crowd pleaser, further augmenting the thrilling saga of NASCAR. The upcoming All-Star race holds immense significance in light of Ross Chastain's determination to improve his racing performance. Will Chastain's efforts to rectify his mistakes and push the boundaries in pursuit of victory translate into a remarkable performance at North Wilkesboro Speedway? Stay tuned to find out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to NASCAR Nexus to join us on this thrilling NASCAR journey.